Okay, hey, my guns and roses. I just woke up at 444. So you could be saying angel number 444. Um, Man, God just revealed to me what's going to happen. Confirmation that hierophant is a homeless man, and he don't have no home nowhere. That's the reason why he's a traveler. He's a homeless bum that lived on the street, that eat out of the garbage bags. He's a dirty man. And so the karmic mother, the karmic sister, they didn't have nowhere to live. And this ex-wife energy, yeah, online reader, her family, the very ones that stole from you, they didn't have nowhere to live. They were homeless. I know for a fact God showed me that the hierophant is a homeless man. Okay, he getting ready to be back homeless. They're going to prison for this, actually. Um, so because they was homeless, they found out about your court order, and for some of you have a court order. They went in there, and this is why everything is happening. They stole your court order, and then they start opening up businesses, and in your property. And this is why it's hard to get them out of your property, because they don't have no home. And God said that that's not your problem, but they're going to suffer very, very. So they're going to suffer because for some of you, if you without, it's because they took it. And this is the problem why the hierophant, this is why they're keeping your person away from you, because they're homeless. They don't have nowhere to go. They don't have no money. They don't have anything. But when they go to jail, when they go to court, they're going to suffer, okay? Because of them having you suffer for them, because they want to get up and go to work and support their own self. So they stole, and they're gonna pay a heavy price. And then the brother set it up, the brother, the crooked judge, and that military soldier. And my thing is, if this crooked judge, if she's such a judge, why she didn't help her family? Instead, she participated in a theft. Okay, her, the hierophant, okay, bum. God put them in poverty. God put them in poverty before they even stole from you. They was already poverty stricken within God. They was already in spiritual poverty. So they're gonna take it upon themselves to steal from you, to come out of spiritual poverty when they still in it. And this time they're gonna starve. God said you're gonna see bones. You're gonna see their ribs. You're gonna see they're gonna suffer greatly. That's the reason why they're in bad health right now. That's what God said me when He said they gonna see literally we all gonna be able to see their rib cages and stuff. They're gonna suffer. They're gonna suffer heavy. That's the reason why they don't have no protection. And the fact that they knew that they couldn't get what they stole up out of you, they had to use baneful magic. And God said that's the reason why they were in poverty to begin with, because they were playing with spell work. So God put them in poverty, and they figured out a way to steal your money, thinking they're coming out of poverty, but they're not. They're going to suffer all the days of their life. And God said, see, this is why I had to get up, jump in the chat, and tell you this, because I told you I dreamed this shit. I don't need no cards. I didn't want to forget this important message, because I said I wasn't gonna get in the chat. 444, God woke me up. And all four of them in here right now, because they can't sleep. And you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. And see, this is why God said that she acting like she's psychotic, and that karmic sister and the online reader and the ex-wife, There's the brother, the sister-in-law, all of them gonna suffer greatly. Your nieces, your nephew. This is what I mean when they say it's a cursed bloodline, because God had already taken everything from them, and the fact that they came out of town to steal from you is poverty. They're going to suffer. They're suffering now. God said as soon as this court date comes, because they put you in poverty and God is blessing you. You're the one with the blessing. You're the one that got blessed. And they found out about your blessing and they stole your blessing. And they wasn't nothing but in poverty. Them kids, that's why they kids is going through trauma. Them kids is, man, if nothing else, even if we don't care about the parents, you still need to pray for them kids, because them kids are suffering by the hands of that hierophant. That man is a predator. That official person is a predator. They are predators and they got their kids around them because they sleeping with these men. And that's why they sick, because that hierophant is in poverty. He was in poverty before. He was homeless. This is why he had runny bowels. He been sick. The man eat out the garbage can. They either they didn't know this, or if they did know this, they didn't care. So that's why they got uncurable diseases. The man is sickly. He's nasty. He ate off the street. He was dirty. He was a bum. He was really, really dirty. I'm gonna show you all the picture tomorrow. I mean, a little bit. The man is filthy, dirty bum. He's like, dog. God said he did drugs. He used needles. He was like on the street. God said the paramedics had to come get him a whole lot of different times, and this is why he put you, like, this is why he don't care about other people being on the street, because he had to. So he felt like when God punished him, he felt like he could punish a man. So God said he gonna really, really whoop that ass down. I want you to know it. He said he's gonna whoop your ass down. And that sickness in your body, and see, this is why your brother got sickness in his body for some of you. You know what I'm saying? He running around here fucked up. He's having an affair with the ex-wife energy. That's the reason why she's sick, because she did anything to steal from you. Guns, when that ex-wife left, she hooked up with that hierophant. She knew that man was homeless. She was homeless. Her son, she was homeless. They living in strife. And the fact that they came and robbed you, Guns, this is why. This is why. Then you laid back with her. She came back, cleaned, took a bath, but she couldn't clean that inside of her body up. So she will be going to jail, because she knew she had the sickness. She knew it because she's taking care of the hierophant now. That's the reason why she stole your money. That's the reason why she didn't apply for the nursing job. Whatever the hell is going on, it's part of the plot. But y'all gonna suffer. Y'all already are. Every last one of them slept with that hierophant. This is why, see, the man is in poverty. He was in poverty. So inevitably, God said y'all hard-headed. God said you hard-headed, right? Y'all hear that, Bruce? You hard-headed, right? But you never healed. They thought that they thought they had got away from poverty, and they didn't. That's the reason why they won't leave your property. They don't have nowhere to go, but you gonna leave. Nobody's gonna sleep outside. Nobody's gonna do none of the shit that y'all was doing before. It worked in the past because it was we had no knowing of it, but we have the information now. Y'all gonna suffer hard. Somebody gonna fall to their death. It's what's gonna happen. What's going on is they're cold. They're cold. Their body shaking. You know what I'm saying? They're going straight through the metamorphosis phase of AIDS, because the man already had it full blown. Confirmation. A train going and a damn rooster hollering. Okay? Yeah. They sick. And they out here sleeping with all these men. Your narcissist baby father, they got a hold of his ass. So his ass is sick too. Everybody that partake it in your money, they sick. They sick because they slept with each other. They have AIDS. That's the reason why every last one of them got to show up. And then he had another time out, he opened up a business, made investments with your money. Oh baby, you ain't made shit, baby. You thank you for making my bag big. Good looking out for that. But you ain't getting nothing. That online with all of them. That's why you think she got fake teeth in her mouth. Why you think they living in your house and is in your property with mice and roaches and they nasty? Why you think that's going on? That's because they live that way. You gonna get off that far. You gonna and then they ain't never these vehicles that they get in your name and all that. They ain't never had that. They ain't never had that. And they thought that they was gonna steal from us and live off of us for the rest of their life. No. God said they're gonna suffer. They're suffering. That hierophant. God showed me some nasty stuff about him. That's why that man he can't hold down. This is why he human people, and this is why his ass getting locked up too. He tried to change his diet because the man ate out the garbage. Shot up with needles, laid down on the ground, on a cardboard box, dirty face, dirty clothes, dirty fingernails. He was dirty. And then he tried to make you be like that. And then his bitch ass girlfriend, she thought that shit was funny. But look at you. Look at you. You got AIDS. You got shit running around inside of your body. And she know it. She know it. That girl was 200 pounds. I know what I seen her. When she came to the job, the bitch was fat and come back skinny. That's the reason why this is why God makes mockery of them, because they try to make mockery of you. And they thought that shit was funny. To put you out and to move into your property. That's why they can't sleep. Their sister in it, sick. Sick. They knew they were. And then the sister energy, I know for years when she was in Detroit, her and that man was sick. They were sick. That shit she ain't telling. And she came down here and slept with all these people. And they just spreading their sickness around. That man, that hierophant is sick. That's why he sleep with men and women. Because he had been out on the streets, laying out on the streets. And that's what they want for you to happen to you. They want you to lay on the streets so you can get raped and mistreated like the way they did. Look at their bodies. Look at all the crime they had done. How do you think they do all this crime if they were sheltered? God woke me up at exactly 4:44. 4:44. And there's going to be an incoming call here later on today. God woke me straight up. I swear. I ain't feel like doing it. I'm sitting here and no cards, no nothing. Because I don't need them. High priest is gifted. I had to get up. I said, what, Lord? God showed me the man is a homeless man that live on the street, that sat by. I'm talking about he walked around with a garbage bag, dog. This man will go in and out of the garbage and see God had put him in poverty. He stricken him. He stricken him because he is a thief. This is why he travels the world. They send for him. Or wherever the fuck she found him. She had a fight on the street. She either was on the street, both of them was on the street, and they ended up coming up with some type of plan to take from you. Not from everybody. Specifically, I know from us. And that's the whole setup. That's what happened. That's the beginning of why they set up such a crucial plan to steal your revenue and everything. They figured out how to get somebody to hack into the system, which is the official person. They figured it out. They teamed up with a team of a mastermind thieves that's in poverty, that will be in poverty for the rest of their life. And this is why they play and they say stupid shit and they go off the wall, because they do heroin, they do hard drugs. This is why they do hard drugs. This is why she's a whore. This is why she sell coochie, because she been selling coochie, because she could never take care of herself. And no man wanted her because of she got a reputation. She got a reputation. And the mother, she was impoverished. She was impoverished. That's why the two mothers teamed up. And they do baneful spell work. This is why all of them, every last one of them, I got the report. This is why they like that. And they think that shit is funny to laugh. And this is why they do the shit they do. Because they ain't never had nothing. They get on dope. They get on drugs. That's part of being homeless. That's part of it. Y'all know, if y'all ever in the city, if you go by them homeless shelters, that's them. That's their energy. That's why they try to get you to go there. Because the only thing that you see in the shelter is like people that was on drugs, that lost life. They were on drugs, hard drugs. If you ride by there, you see them laying on the ground. They lay on the ground and shit. That's what they wanted you to do. God said, I'll be God. Oh, God said no. I'm just saying like that. That's the reason why they're stricken with heavy demonic energy on them. This is why they talk crazy. This is why they talk to themselves. This is why this bitch is crazy. This is why she's going mad, because the bitch is going to lose everything, because she didn't accomplish anything. She stole it because she tried to save herself from being a bum. That's why she interrupt in a person's relationship, because she have nowhere to live. And she is a prostitute, and her friends is too, because they didn't have nowhere to live. That's the reason why the sister hooked up. You ever figure out how the hell your sister ended up with an ex, her and the ex that don't like you? Cool, because both of them in the same boat. They're bums. Angel number 111. There it is. We got 444-111. This is a confirmated read from your girl Amber Rose. I ain't gonna be in here long. This is why they can't sleep. Nudging, trying to tap into your dream, spell working, playing with the evil, playing with the devil. The same thing that got the hierophant in hell. That's the reason why he's the hell raiser, because he was a bum. The man came sick. Then he gonna steal your money for their doctor bills. That's why they switch medical records. That's the reason why they hacked your phone. That's the reason why they're trolling you. That's the reason why they've been watching you. That's the reason why they've been sending out all these threats that they're not going to do. They're sick. And yet you sick motherfuckers ain't going to run up on us and put your hands on us. You're sick within your body. And then they did a spell to make you seem like you're the one sick. You're the one that's losing life. You're the one that have AIDS. You're the one that's crazy. You're the one that shoot up. You're the one who did this. Everything on all false reports, everything that they said that you did was them. That is their life. That is what they did. That's what they had experienced. That's the energy that they had been in. That's what they took part in. This is why they unalive kids. This is why they take advantage of the kids. They don't have no stability. The kids are bad. I mean, the kids are messed up. Here. Why you think her son was that little boy was out on the street on a thief card? Why you think the little girl set the houses on fire? Why you think that the justice system didn't see this? This is why the justice system didn't see this. That's why we keep saying the hierophant this, the King of Swords this. Every reader is calling out this King of Swords energy. Every reader, not just one. If you're a reader and you've been pulling that King of Swords energy and you've been talking about this King of Swords, that's why. This is why. This is why the hierophant went in there and accepted your prestigious award. This is why the man is messed up. And then on top of that, they racist. They were saying things like calling you your name, especially if you was African American. He was calling you apes and shit. Like real talk. Like real talk. I cut the thumbnail part off the video on the top because you got, not everybody, but I know myself, we got money. And they went into they went in there as you. They used your sister energy, the online reader, and then they sit back and allow these people to call them out their names. And they laugh. Your sister laid down with this sister energy. I ain't gonna say your sister. The sister energy laid down with that nasty ass hierophant. The ex-wife, the online reader. Why do you think they laid down with him? He's a warlock. He taught them how to do spell work. The mothers, why you think the mother, the crooked judge, she had an affair with him? Why you think they all got, and then your dad, they brought this father energy in there? That's why he's sick, running crazy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the plans sound good but they didn't know the side effect of it. That's why they all sick. That's why they all sick. And then they corrupted inside of the courthouse. This is how they got invitations to this, because of the invitation they stole from the King of Pentacles. Capricorn, your ex-wife is when y'all separated and got married, when y'all separated, because while y'all was married, she was cheating on you. She was a hoe then. She kept this from you. She was a hoe then. You found her off the street or something. She acted like, or either you found her, she had no home or something. But whatever it was, she had got worse over the years. She needed you to support her, but you wasn't enough for her. She don't love you. She wanted to use you. That's the reason why she's going crazy, because now you starting your life. You were supposed to have a child right now, running around here. She is the trap of your life. And this is the last time that you're going to ever see her, because if she was to ever come back during this cycle, she was going to try to get rid of you and the Empress. That was her plan. That was her plan. To set it up, her, the hierophant, the brother energy, they all there to set it up, because they don't have nothing to live for. That's the reason why they did all this criminal act, but they must have thought they was going to pass away within a certain amount of time, or they ignored it. But however, whatever, it won't be long after this report, God said. They'll be out of here. That's what this whole bad health situation is about. The robberies, the deaths. This all this took place while they was out on the street. This is why they wander the street right now. This is why they follow you around. This is why they harass you. They think they own you. They don't. They don't. So the following, the trolling, the harassing, playing with your cars, and all of this shit like that. Mental. Because they're not telling that they're sick. They never did. They ignored it. We laugh about it. Yeah, it's funny. Because the stupid motherfuckers, they knew. That's why the wands red, their private parts is hit. Yeah. That's the reason why they try to make themselves be something that they're not. This is why they copy. They found out who you are. They copied everything because they want to be you. They stole your identity. They reported everything on you, just like I said. Tapped your phones, and then they start monitoring you because they're living in your property. This is why they don't want to leave, but they're going to. They're going to. You're not going to do another year of suffering because of the year that you suffered, from 2021 to now. Them years you had suffered was not your destiny. It was theirs, and they swapped it. That's the reason why they shadow banned you, blacklisted you. They did fill the paperwork out in the courthouse. They did all this dangerous shit. That is anybody that had that much heart to go in there in the courthouse and in the White House and to play games, that showed you that they was impoverished, homeless, on the street, drugs, drug addicts, shoot up, needles. They gotta have it. They gotta have it. That's the reason why she's a whore. Even like I said, she stole your crib, living in your property, and she's still a whore. Why would you still be a whore if you made all this money? Because you can never change a whore. I've never seen $1 million whore. I've never seen one. And if she is, she's sick. Just like they get with these big time ballers and shit like that. And these big time ballers been slept with millions and millions and millions of women. Unprotected. That girl online, I seen a girl online, she was really a beautiful model. She got a hold of one of these men that was sick. And for a long time, she didn't know she had AIDS. She was passing out. She passed out. And then she kept going to the hospital. And the hospital never really did a proper the proper procedure to find out exactly what was wrong with her. So to the one day they took her blood, one doctor actually did it. He said, "Do you know you have full-blown AIDS?" She said, "No." Do y'all know she looked like she got a body of a 8-year-old, real little. Still pretty, real little though. Her legs is skinny like newborn. I couldn't believe it. Like right after she found out she had AIDS, she lost all that weight. She was already a slim, pretty girl. And anytime you lose weight, then her legs look like sticks. Like I felt bad. Like she wear the pen pamper. She have to have like a nurse help her. Her body aches and stuff like that. And that's what they got. But they trying to cover it up. That's the sick smell. They use the bathroom in the bed. They can't hold their bowels. And then the men having sex with this hierophant too. And then that's why you don't bring your kids around him, because he's that guy. The brother too. All this shit rubbed off on them. That prison inmate. Why do you think they all have the same energy? They put their minds together, and that's how they ripped you off. The guns off. You land with a woman, a chick that laid out on the streets. She was with that gizzard man, that hierophant. He's sick. That's the reason why you ought to thank God that you just caught an STD. God was warning you not to never return back to that man. And you did. But God said, this is the final time. She has caused you hell. And every woman that you get with, because she knows there's one specific woman that you love better than her. She ain't paying you no attention. She don't want you. She don't. She wanted to come back and rob you. She had nowhere to live. And I don't know what she had told you to get it back into your energy. But you messed up. Real bad right there. Real bad. Now we got to suffer until the courts get them out. I'm suffering. I have been suffering due to this energy of her. And I don't even know her. She don't even know me. Defamation of character of everything. And then she got all your information from this guns. She did. She did. That's the only way she knew what to attack and what to steal. So don't lie and say that you wasn't all up in our business. Girl, Quita. She a bum. She a bum. And Teeth Khalifa is too. Her teeth was jacked up. I don't know if y'all remember seeing them teeth was jacked up. Her original teeth is lit up under them fake ass teeth. She ain't never had her hair combed like that. She ain't never had nothing in her life. Nor her kids. I got her out that one property. Then she moved into that apartment and thought I wasn't going to find out. You keep using our identity. And then they cooking up. This why you think they cooking up nasty food? Why you think this hierophant tell them what to put in food? Shit. And to play with feces and blood and things like that. Why do you think? Why you think the bum is an alcoholic and he lay on the ground? They drink just bottles, cigarette packs, all kind of shit. Fingernails filthy. He was a bum, God said. Let's start with him first. He's a bum. You slept behind a bum. The man been sick. He had runny bowels. He boo-booed on himself. He boo-booed outside. This is the energy he wanted people to be in. Why you think they sent this? He is the hierophant. Nobody behind the scene, that's who that man is. He's a homeless man. God put him there. He's a spiritual poverty. And he brought everybody else in with him. Yeah. That's why they thought that he can save everybody, them Fed agents, that them crooked Fed agents, that they paid with your money, with the money to get these people to do this. The crooked lawyer, the crooked judge, Lawyers Association. They are a horrible, horrible law firm. Don't ever you live in Indiana, don't never, ever go to them. They took my whole settlement money. Everything. That's what I'm saying. Like these are type of people, they try and catch you and they take your private parts and because they want to give you the AIDS part of it. And then they learn how to conjure up demons to add on to their bad health. That's the smell. Why you think they breaking out in different spots of their body? The neck, y'all? The neck? God, shit. Couldn't be my life. You know, this is why they brag about you. Oh, whatever you going through, it don't look like it. Because we ain't supposed to be out here because God gonna take care of his children. God don't take care of them, though. Since they want to do soul contracts, they didn't take your soul. Your soul is still within your body. Read the Bible. The Bible says you can mess with the flesh, but you can't play with the soul. So inevitably, they thought that they took your soul through a soul contract. You mental. You never did that. You just signed a piece of paper. It's just like picking up and drawing out a contract and drawing out what you want on that contract. That's what they did. And they signed your name illegally. That's not your life. You cannot say, let me just make an example. You can't say, oh, she's pregnant, I'm going to sign out a form like what they did and make that baby yours. You can't do that. Just like these clowns signed out a soul contract. Who told y'all could sign a soul contract? Who told you that? The hierophant. Y'all stupid. You can never sign out a soul contract to own nobody. Where they do that at? That's a desperate poverty move. But God said it's clear who lost their soul for real, because they have no control on taking the soul. They signed a fake paperwork that's supposed to be your soul. God said, I took their soul for real. Without the soul, that's your protection. The soul is the protection from any disease entering into your body. The soul protects the blood, the heart, the veins. It protects everything. Anytime you conjure up like an infection or something, your white blood cells attack that. So it's all a part of the soul. So when they sign a soul contract, they signed away their soul. That's why the devil's here to collect. That's the reason why they do heavy drugs. Anything to the extent of whatever the devil tells them to do. Because they prayed to the devil and asked the devil to do something. And they heard the demon. But they don't run the demon. The demon run them. And when they went and they was playing with them tarot cards, and then they went into spells, and they thought they pulled your energy. They thought they heard the devil say, said something about you, but it wasn't them. It wasn't about you. It was about them. The devil has their soul. They use their soul to call on the devil. But they, in their mind, they signed a paper and thought that they used your soul to call on the devil. Why do you think the devil over there with them? Monitoring spirit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a monitoring spirit? That's what God said. And I just said it like that. God said, what is a monitoring spirit? Who said this? Who's throwing these rumors around that they send monitoring spirits to you? How can they control a spirit? God said, when theirs left the body. So what spirit are they calling on? Their own. Their own. The spirit is not their own. The spirit is not in their body no more. They're basically dead. That's why they look lifeless. That's the reason why they stay sick. The children too. When they sacrifice their own self. You can never sacrifice somebody's life and write it down on a piece of paper and say that's their life. That's why he weaved that out in a book. That's the reason why they forged signatures. That's the reason why they did what they did. That was their life that they wrote out. Not yours, though. They used your name. Anybody can use a name. Anybody can use anybody's name. There's more than one Gabrielle Union. There's more than one Odin. There's more than one. But you know, like I said, the hell is with them. That's the reason why they say stupid shit. They do stupid shit. This is why they get angered. This is why they get to the point where when they get angered, they'll do anything. They'll unalive you. They have no consciousness. Their soul is not there. I showed y'all on the side of the picture where he was sitting down, and then you seen a spirit sitting next to him. It's gone. It's gone. This is why they saying, why do I feel like this? You're not human anymore. And this is your wake-up call. This is your wake-up call. Remember, I kept saying you're going to receive a wake-up call, God said. This is the wake-up call. 444. God woke me up at 444. You know, to have you out here alone, and this is why this guns is this is why you have been crying. This is why you have been sad. This is why because they want you to lose your soul. They try to take your soul, man. You can't take nobody's soul. They can't. No human on earth can take a person's soul. And why you think R. Kelly is crying now in prison. Hmm? Hmm? See, when you get famous, they get introduced, they bring in these demons. They corrupt you. They give you prescription pills. They give you strong drugs. They do what you call them uh what is that when they do a hypnosis on you? They do hypnosis on them so that they wouldn't make a mistake and say something that they ain't supposed to say. So they control them with hypnosis, drugs, alcohol, needles, different kind of drugs, fentanyl. They go stronger and stronger. And I had to sit up and tell you why this hierophant. And see, they all suffer now. That's why I can't sleep. They up in here. They up in here. Stealing my revenue, stealing everything from me. How you got it? You got it from the gun. So you like I said, you motherfuckers can't lie because y'all couldn't strong arm me because they know I'm the high priestess. They know. You get close, you feel fire. You touch me, you go blind. And that's any other gifted person. You touch us, you suffer. You attack us, you suffer. You steal from us, you suffer. You don't take God's gifts and use them for the bad. That's why. They never had a place to live. And that's why they laugh and they think this shit is funny. And, everything's funny. That's why. Because they already lost everything that they even thought they even had. So watch what's going to happen later on today. And I don't need no paper. I don't need no pencil. I don't need no car. I'm tapped in. I don't have to. I rose up with the message. Clicked on the camera and I'm about to lean back again. You're going to suffer. Their bodies is cold. I heard them calling my name. Don't call my name. That brother energy and the sister energy, they scared. They shaking. They cold in a motherfucker. They cold to the point that, yeah. And then it's that cold type where they body ache. Watch. Sick. And see, guns, they want you around that sweat, that smell. Like it's like being in a sauna with somebody with AIDS or in a sickness, and you just in there in that hot room, and them germs jump. Them people are nasty. They may wash their skin on the outside, but the inside is disgusting. I told you I could see right through that crooked judge when she had on that black and white polka dot dress. Sick. Her eyes. Ugh. She's sick. All in her chest area, all that from her neck down. Sick. Sister energy from her waist down. Sick. The whole body. The mother, that shit up on her neck. This is why, I ain't seen my mother in years. And then they try to they try to call on three-way, and she sound like, what's wrong with your neck? See, they ain't telling that they doing spells. I don't fool with my family. I truly don't. I don't fool with my brother, sister, mother. I don't. They witches, and I know it. They a family over there. I'm not a part of that. That's why I don't care if they go to jail. I don't care. It ain't like we talk. It ain't like we close. We're not. When they decided to go with the devil, that's when they broke the connection with me and my family. And that's real talk. My brother energy, he been on cocaine. His wife know that. So, You know what you marry before you marry it. So don't ever come for me. Because y'all motherfuckers is suffering heavy. That's why my grandmother is with me every day. And she probably the one who woke me up. My grandmother. She said they will pay heavy for what they had done from the very first time they had you put out on the street. I don't know nothing about no life like this. I've never learned it. I always got up and went to work and took care of mine. How the fuck do I suffer like this? It's not me suffering, it's them who took from me. I'm going through what they had done because it's for the judges to see. It's for the courts to see. They're cold. Somebody's gonna pass away. Their feet cold. Their body is cold to the point where they probably got the heat on. And then they might just be cold and they got the air running. This is why she freezes you out. She was fat and running air, fat. Look at her. She's skinny. She a penny wet. That's why you think they ain't go to no doctor to get a BBW job done or whatever you call that, BBL. Sickness, that black stuff coming out of their cooch, and yeah, God had revealed it. That Aquarius, that King of Swords, he is really infected. His wand had turned red, like he might even be having blood come out that motherfucker. He ain't said nothing. Why you think your ex-wife so adamant about having her man do all these lies when he go in the courthouse, lie, and then why you think he's saying that this is your child? It's not. That's defamation of character, bruh. Nobody even know this energy, but the ex-wife and the brother that set this shit up. They're a liar and had a nerve to go on. You have to wonder why. How would a person that claim they normal keep going in the courthouse lying? How do you keep staging shit like this? Because let me tell you something. The best con artist is a dolphin. Let me tell you why. Because they always got to find a way to get that dope. And they stole all this money, and that's the reason why they spending all their money on dope. They selling it, and they're their own supplier. Why you think this brother energy don't have no respect for his wife, but to go out there and sleep with many women? Why do you think these men don't have no respect for their wife and go out here and sleep with many women? And then a nasty bastard, they go out there and sleep with these hoes, such as this ex-wife energy, this online reader. They go back and sleep with these hoes raw head, and then they go back home, take that shit right back to their wife bed. That's the same shit they do. And then if they're a raggedy ass wife, they do the same thing. They go raw here with another man, and then they bring that shit back home to the bed. And then they had the nerve to be out here trying to get pregnant by a man, knowing that they in a motherfucking marriage. They out here acting like they ain't in the marriage. The husband so stupid, he allowed his bitch to run around here chasing and following behind another man, and had the nerve to sound some threats on another woman that ain't got shit to do with her. You running your bald ass mouth about a motherfucker that you don't know shit about. Trying to hide the fact that you ain't got no goddamn A's, and you laying with this fucking hierophant that you feel like is protecting you. He's not. He has no protection. None of y'all do. They think they watching you, but God gave you the eye to look through them. Now, who's the coldest? Motherfucker has sex with the guns and lock the bedroom door. You gotta wonder why this karmic sister laying all up on you. You should never ever been over there laying with this old biscuit. No. God said they ain't stopping you from walking away. They holding you there with the lies. And they laughing. That's that crack cocaine talking. That's why the fuck she turned crazy as hell. That's what make her look crazy. Without the drugs, that bitch ain't crazy. She's mad because she can't get them. And holding you there. She's sick. She's sick. Yeah, she's sick. That hierophant, that's the reason why he a traveler. Wherever the fuck he came from, he was sleeping on the streets. That's what you don't know, huh? The man's, why you say he's a traveler? He got a bag with him and he carries around that spell work bullshit. That's what's in the garbage bag. That's what was in the garbage bag. He's going to carry them trinkets around. And they're disgusting. That's the reason why when he used that shit, when they mix shit in there, your body started to get sick because it's dirty. The shit he been using this shit. Can you imagine a motherfucker walking around here with bowls, spoons, and knives in a bag and that he got out the trash? This is just an example. That shit is contaminated. He's dirty. And that's why this is what I'm saying. They use the spells to put in your body, but this shit that they using is not clean at all. That's what caused you to have a reaction to lose weight and shit like that because of this funky, nasty motherfucking hierophant and his girlfriend and his online reader, the brother, the official person. All of them are filthy. They're filthy. They're filthy. And you had a nerve, girls, to think that this bomb motherfucker slept with the Empress? No, that big time defamation of character. Big time. If I could see this as God revealing this, you think I'm going to lay down with a man like that before I see it? Hell no. I don't know them people. I don't know them people. That's the reason why they don't approach you. How y'all do a DNA test without the Empress approval? Without the Empress ain't even, what is you doing? They saying all the shit behind your back. They never say it in your face. How y'all doing a DNA test? Lawsuit. Taking blood, because this is why you had to keep going back and forth to the hospital. Because the doctors don't know what's going on because of them. It was going to be a silent kill. That's what it was going to be. They're contaminated. The food they giving you, shit, you better go to a restaurant and cook your own food. Them motherfuckers been in some dark ass trap houses. I'm talking about they done been in some shit. They done seen motherfuckers get hurt. They didn't hurt people. Old girl to use a straight razor on somebody. But that's because she is a crackhead. They cover up all this shit. Them motherfuckers came with felonies on them. They came with dark shit. That's the reason why they did all this murder shit. It ain't about them being tough. It's because that's the life of a dolphin. I know y'all heard that rooster right after I said it. They don't sleep. They run around all night. High. There it is. Rooster. This sad I got to get up out of my sleep. But because God said, because they be on demon time. That's what this is what demon time means. Drug time. Dolphin time. They partying with the devil. The devil tell them to go rob a bank, they will. The devil told them to come and steal from you, they did. The devil is running them. And then she gonna sit there, spirit, and talking about God this, God that. That's the reason why God is punishing her. The Bible says you do not put words in God's mouth that he did not say. God ain't telling you that, and you're not pure. God ain't telling you that, and then you playing with God. That's what God said. You playing with me? You vulakala makopola? Ukumana kumpo? That damn musician. Every time I say it, this goddamn rooster hook holler. That thing ain't hollered till I sat all the way up. I'm telling you, God, God, God. This is God talking. Rose me up. Rose me up. It's dark. Y'all know I ain't reading off no cards or nothing. I can see you, Guns. You up. That's why you can't sleep. Them hoes is, man, if you don't get away from this crew, I'm telling you, I keep saying it. They trying to get rid of you. They trying to hurt you. She wants you dead. She want her. See, she want everybody to be in her impoverished energy. These hoes do, period. They want you to be like them. No, we don't live like you. We don't live like you. Why we gotta suffer like you? The reason why we had to suffer is because you stole it. But you did it in the Dolphin way, because Dolphins is the best criminal out here. They the best criminal out here. They'll steal right in your face and say they ain't got it. Help you look for it. Or they disappear for days and come back later. I ain't steal it, bitch, you did. Look at the liquor they drink. Look at the shit that they do. Crackheads that want to be a beautiful, a crackhead that want to be empress. Please. That's why they can't have kids. That's why they mad because you can. They can't control their sexual desire. That's why they mad because you can. So they just put lies on you. Oh, yes, it is. Frank is her baby daddy. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Because where your baby daddy at? In jail? Yeah. Or not around you? Yeah. Shit. She married and chasing another man with no filter, no class. Stink. God shows it. All up under the back of her leg. Black. Y'all better see this shit. And she wants you to keep tapping that. You okay? Fuck around and yeah. And then I told the Guns before he broke up, why are you getting skinny? He know I could tell. That's the reason. He know I'm tapped. And when he get to that where cause I know him, he'll start getting weak. And he know how to recover, but you can't recover if you it's still in a weak situation. That's every time you recover, they're gonna pull that out for you. They're after your energy. That's it. I don't know, grandmother. I don't know who Wula Kamalaka Boo is, but that's what grandmother said. I heard platelet. I don't know what that is, but they gonna suffer. That Stanley, with all these cultural beliefs and shit, scratch that. These motherfuckers is looking at the wrong picture. That Bill of Right, that health, that motherfucker run around here like he mighty and big. And when he start acting like he mighty and big, just like this hierophant and that official person, when they start getting mighty and big, it's because they on crack, cocaine, something very, very heavy. And then they feel mighty. But catch that bitch when he ain't on none of that. They weak. They can't. They lay in the bed. Olha como poop. Weak. The leg. The motherfucker limp. Kick that bitch in the back. I bet you that bitch will come falling hard. I bet he had to go to the hospital because he's weak. He's fragile. He's feeble. He's not strong. His mouth is tough. When he get that crack and he hit that motherfucking glass pipe and he hit that liquor, that grain liquor. When he hit it, bitch, I'm the goddamn God. Bitch, you ain't shit. You got the advantage. God said, you don't even know it. You letting them words tell you some shit. Words ain't nothing compared to what the force of the energy that you push on them. All you gotta do is release it, and I bet the bitch will fall and bow down. Look at the crooked judge. Every time I speak, the bitch sit down. She can't move. She can't sit still. I bet you that, cause I'm gonna get you together. Just like that ex-wife energy. She can't sit down. She stay on them motherfucking legs. But she run around and behind a building, but she knows she better not forefront come. Let my eyes see you. And you act like you want to look like you want to be tough, or you're mad, or anything you want to look at, baby, because I'm a look, my look is baby, you gonna see God. And they know it. All the rumors, we gonna do this, and you better get this, you better get a gun, you better get everything you think you can get. Get the army. That's what you did. How's that going? How's that working out? That's why these hoes get tough. They do crack cocaine. They toot. They smoke primos. Lace shit. Whatever the fuck they do. Then they get mighty and tough. And I'm going to go get your girl. And I'm going to do this to her. And I'm going to do that. You ain't going to do shit. But sit back. That's why they beating up each other. This for your sister. This, yeah, it ain't for me, ho. Because you wouldn't do me like that, bitch. This ain't for me. Don't put my motherfucking mouth in it or my Guns and Roses. This ain't for none of us. This for you. That's for you. You ain't gonna whoop me up like that. I wouldn't give a damn what you got in your hand. That's because that's what they thought. Oh, and then seeing the dude to snatch her out the car. Mission failed too. Because ain't nobody snatching me nowhere. Because I'm not weak like the hoe that sent you. Yeah, I ain't weak like her. Nah, yeah. You can say what? Yeah, she looked like a dude with them hands though. Cause see, you're jealous of the beauty, and they think because you're pretty that you can't fight. I fight like a dude. Hit like one too. Ask the brother energy. Yeah, 2 pieces and then a 2-piece, and I ain't even try to do it. I ain't even try to hit him hard. Now, okay, never mind. Put your motherfucking hands up on me. He thought that he was gonna hit me in my face and I wasn't gonna do nothing. Yeah, right. Grandmother came through it. you gonna see God. It shocked him more than anything. Then I look up, his eyes red. Why your eyes red? Then he gonna, yeah, if you would have got locked up, I was gonna come get you. Yeah, right. That right there, we been done. Like I said, you're out of here. My motherfucking body gonna put their hands on me. So, we scared. We'll do spells. Spell ain't gonna work neither. Everything you do, I done already done back to you. You can't do nothing to me and my people. When we protected, and I'm sitting here telling you we protected. Oh, then when they find out that you protected, who's protected them? None of your business. The same ones that's watching your stupid ass. This shit over. Y'all getting out and on. Legalities, handcuffs, bars. That's what I see. This is what you call a criminal ring of dolphins that think they tough. We this, we that. Because he's a jackass. What would make you do that? Heavy drugs. He ain't no normal tough motherfucker. What normal tough motherfucker run around here bullying people if they taking care of business? What normal person, leave it in the comment section, what normal person walk around here bullying? If he get up and go to work and shit. Nobody but a Debo, a bum that don't want to work. There you go. Confirmated right there. Every time I say the truth, they're the rooster. Why somebody got to go live in a hotel? Why somebody got to be removed from their home or separated from their person? Why? Why? Tell me why. Because you are a bum and you don't have nowhere to live. And that's not our problem. They too embarrassed to go out here and get some welfare or to help their kids, but they want to steal. And that's how they feel like they're making a living. What? What did I even just say? Because that's them. You sitting here bragging to the world like you made that and you're a good mother, motherfucker. You ain't. You over there and everything's stolen. The car, the apartment you in, the clothes, the shit that you represented online, all that shit is stolen. You bought that with our money. And you're going to pay for it. Yeah. Every laugh brings a tear. Every tear brings a laugh. Life after death. That's why they don't give a damn about what you say, but they feel. They feel it instead. It's like hard-headed energy. They don't want to grow the fuck up. That's what I mean by childish and immature. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They need you to take care of them. They are a bum. Why would you take from somebody who got kids? Why would you take from somebody who made their own fucking money? Why would you take? Hide. No, you ain't hiding. Because I know. I'm going to find it. God, that's who I'm going to say. God, what? All right. Click the camera on, say that. God woke me up at 4:44. That's crazy. And he told me about the hierophant. Dying. And they all going to lose their life. That's their energy, the hierophant's energy. They all gonna pass the same way, and it's gonna be worse. And then it's got like somebody that have lesions start popping out their body, like they look like mosquito bites, but they not. If you look at them, it's like driven sores. It's black with like it's a lesion, AIDS. It might be coming out on their face. It might be coming out on their arms and legs. Y'all better look. Motherfucker got AIDS. The legions is eating them inside out. So they try to make it seem like, I ain't this. Oh, it's on the inside. It's tearing them up. That's why they sick, throwing up. And their bowels is running. It's a deadly worm God had put inside their body. It's a deadly worm that there's no doctor, that there's no medicine, there's no cure for it. The worm eats the body up. The worm eats inside, it eats them from the inside out. Then then once it hits the heart, they're out of here. Somebody's already in and out the hospital for that. It's already eating them up, all in the neck. That's the reason why I said from the jump of the reed, when you don't have no soul, there's no protection. And the white blood cells is what fights off. And so they don't have that. And so by them not having that, the body's just going to respond without the protection. Like it's just like the shit gonna start busting out their body, bleeding. Because it has to come out. It's poison. It's gonna come through somebody here, their bowels, their intestines is messed up. So they right now they don't think they got heartburn, and then when they throw up, the bowels is coming up through their throat. Yeah, you're gonna pass away like that. That's why I stink like that. She real sick. She ain't supposed to be around. She's supposed to be around nurses and shit because they got to wear a mask and shit. You got to wear a mask around this person. Your female too. Look at her legs. Why you think she wear long sleeve shirts and shit? Them motherfuckers covering up them track marks and them sores. She got lesions. They got lesions, man. If it ain't showing up, it's gonna be one bump that's gonna pop out, and that's that one bump because it's all on the inside, just like mold. Mold starts on the inside of the wall. And when it goes up the wall, it comes out on the outside. So it starts on the bottom of the wall. And then if you don't treat it, it'll start going up the other side of the wall. That's how it works on the inside of their body. It'll tear the inside up till it has to come out somewhere. You can ask a doctor that, but that's common sense. It's common sense. This is why they can't stand the light. This is why they wear dark ass sunglasses through the daytime when they go out. This is why they smell like when they take a shower and shit, you can still smell the dope because it come out the pores. It's a perfume and dope smell. That's why they sniff all day. Because they taste that dope when they ain't got it. Yeah. This is why the bitch come in crazy, acting stupid, hollering and screaming, breaking shit, tearing up shit that she ain't bought. Nothing, nothing pleases her. She do this shit so she can get back out on them streets because she really can't live in no house. He can't either. They belong outside on the street like dolphins. That's their energy. To be polluted, to be distorted, to be crazy. And then, just like I said, the false reports is their energy of what they had done. Yeah. To be this evil, this manipulative, they on a hard drug and they sick within their body. Yeah. They fight over who smoked the most dope or you smoke too much of it. That's why she come home beat up. This is why she don't give a fuck about fighting a female because she used to getting beat up. She is. She used to getting beat black and blue. They used to that. They used to that. Yeah. You ever seen a nice looking dolphin? I have. I have. Nice, pretty teeth and everything. Straight up crazy. Now, do you think a motherfucker would talk to that? Hell no. Because I know you're going to flip. They dolphins. They stole a bunch of money to praise the devil. That's all. Crack cocaine is the devil. Okay? Now, I'm gone, y'all. I was in here too long. It's like I done woke up and gave the message. I woke up, gave the message. It's the truth. There go the rooster again. Thank you, baby, for the gifts. Y'all gotta watch these people. Yeah. They real manipulative. Yeah. Everything that look good ain't good all the time. And it's the things that they were using that is not sanitary for me. He digging in a garbage bag. This hierophant, that magic shit, that everything he got is not sanitary. You gonna pay. God said you're gonna pay. Everybody that's up under this hierophant is going to pay. The main three. The brother energy, the crooked judge, female, the hierophant, and it's more, the official person. All of y'all, cause see, that's the ringleader of this here. Their mother, yeah, 5. Okay. That's all I gotta say. God said it's already it's done. I'll see y'all in the next video. Be blessed. Bye.